to Waynesville High School for tonight's contest between the visiting Chiefs of Kickapoo High School and your Waynesville Tigers. Waynesville High School is a proud member of the Missouri State High School Activities Association, and we remind all spectators that this game is competitive, but it's also an educational experience for all the players and students. Let's continue to show respect and sportsmanship throughout this contest and refrain from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. We welcome our guests from Springfield and wish all players good luck in tonight's game. Now, please rise, remove your hats, and join us for the singing of our national anthem by WHS Chamber Choir member Andre Sorrell. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we did at the twilight's last gleaming, whose was stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right there, the most were singing, and it proved through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing the sad Star Spangled Banner yet wave for the land of free and the home of the brave.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Waynesville Tiger Basketball as the Tigers host their conference rival, the Kickapoo Chiefs. I'm Mike Rawlings. Along with me tonight is Matt Johnson. Matt, Kickapoo makes the trip up from Springfield tonight. Ozark Conference action. I feel like tonight's going to be a history-making night because the Tigers have never defeated Kickapoo in Ozark Conference basketball play on the boys' side. I think tonight's the night that the Tigers pull this off.
Well, absolutely, and you look at it, Kickapoo, not the team that they have been in years past. Not a bad team by any means. Definitely going to be a challenge tonight for the Tigers, but not the one-loss, two-loss teams that Kickapoo kind of has had the tradition of being, a Final Four team, state champion. That's not their team this year.
And that's exactly right. This team right now, we're not seeing the D1, D2 prospects that we've seen at Kickapoo High School, but once again, very, very solid team coming in here to play tonight. Been more than one time that we've had this game on the docket, either on the TTSN Sports Network or we went live to Kickapoo High School ourselves to watch it, and this game was for an Ozark Conference title.
Well, absolutely. As you see the starting lineups being announced there for both teams. For Kickapoo, it looked like number 3, Davidson, number 10, Elijah Brothers, number 22, Tanner Otting, and we'll get the rest of those as we go along. As it's time for the Tigers, Carson Cavalier, David Adams, Gunnar Rees right there, Caleb Barnes going across now. And it looks like Tajay Stewart tonight for the Tigers.
And now we're going to be without one of our mainstays with the Tigers the last couple of years. Eric Morris is out of game tonight. He's under concussion protocol. Took a blow to the head on Tuesday night down at Parkview. Tigers are really a rough game. If you saw Eric earlier in the week, or if you take a look at Carson Cavalier out there, Carson looks like Mike Tyson got him back in the glory days. But a rough game the other night. Tigers come out of Parkview taking the loss to the Vikings. Vikings, a very talented team also down in the Springfield area.
All right, as we're set to go here, it looks like it's going to be Kayla Barnes up for the tip for the Tigers. Davidson going to jump for Kickapoo, and we're underway. Tigers get the tip. Tipped right to Gunnar Rees. He gives back to Cavalier, and Cavalier to bring it across half court for the Tigers. See the Tigers being patient here.
Cavalier with the three off the front of the rim. Going to stay with the Tigers. It goes out of bounds off the hands of the Kickapoo Chiefs.
All right, out of bounds off the hands of the Chiefs, so it does stay with the Tigers. Gunnar Rees catches the inbound pass just a little short off the front of the rim. No good. Pulled down by Sin for Kickapoo. Little push. Kickapoo working around. Tigers come out early.
It's going to be number 30 for Kickapoo. It's going to be Sam Wallen.
Got our numbers out of order here. It's a little hard for me to spot that real quick.
Cavalier for three.
Long three for Cavalier, won't go, but rebound comes right to Gunnar Rees. A little step in the lane, and he's looking to kick it out. Gives outside to Kayla Barnes, and that won't go. Rebound comes to number 22, Tanner Otting.
Not only the numbers out of order, Matt, that typing's very, very small.
I think maybe that's just our eyes are getting old. Someone showed me that today, that maybe our eyes are just getting old.
I don't know.
Tigers quickly down, pass back. Tajay Stewart now looks to drive, kick back outside to Cavalier. Tajay Stewart puts up the three. We've seen it all year long.
Well, we've seen Tajay get hot in the early going of games with the 3-4 one night, I believe, in the shootout.
In the shootout, had 4. But you look at Tajay Stewart, doesn't look like the kind of guy, and we saw this when Jawan Morgan was here, doesn't look like the player that's going to step out and hit a 3. Looks more like your prototypical post player. They don't guard him as close.
As Tajay just bats that ball out of bounds.
They don't guard him as close, and Tajay says, fine, if you're going to leave me open for a 3, I'll take it. And the Tigers, really nice job across the board at three-point shooting ability this year. Kickapoo pushing it back up top. Wallen now kicking back outside to the front.
Tigers showing a lot of looks out of this zone defense. Number 10.
That's going to be Bridgers. Bridgers puts that one in. We're going to have a foul right there. Carson Cavalier going to go to the line. I believe they're going to get number 3, Davidson, with his first foul. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be number 20, Colton Giffer. Tigers now on the offensive end. David Adams with the ball. Gives over to Tajay Stewart. Back up top comes to Adams. Swing to the near side into the corner. Cavalier puts up the 3, and it's good. The Tigers push the lead with that. 2 points, 6-4 here early going in the first quarter.
Lazy pass out there by Kickapoo.
Almost taken away right there by the Waynesville Tigers. Is very aggressive. 3 ball goes up from the outside, won't go. Rebound inside to Caleb Barnes. And Tigers now quickly to the other end. Before we get too far along here tonight, I want to welcome all the viewers watching us on Channel 12 locally and our millions and millions of viewers joining us live here at TTSN Sports via the Facebook and the World Wide Web.
World Wide Web Facebook, available to everyone on planet Earth.
Almost everyone on planet Earth.
Almost everyone on
Almost. Certain people don't have the internet access.
Nice move by Tajay. A little strong with the shot. Well, somebody ought to fix that, Matt.
Well, we're working on the incomparable Tim Wallace has some plans, worldwide sketches, if you will, on how to reach every human on Earth.
If anybody can pull that off, it'll be Tim.
Well, is there anything the man can't do?
No.
Okay. Rebound by Barnes underneath, hands off to Gunnar Reese. Cavalier deep three, and it's nothing but the net. And we've seen that this year when Carson Cavalier gets the hot hand, it doesn't matter where he's at this side of the half-court line. He can start draining those threes.
Loose ball going to be picked up by
David Adams.
I think Caleb Barnes might have got a hand on that.
I think
there's going to be a block.
And one.
Did not go in, Matt.
It should have.
Should have, but it didn't. Hard to be an and one with a missed shot. Not that we haven't seen that before.
I got excited, sorry. So David Adams will go to the line.
Zeke Rogers.
Going to be the first foul.
Getting ready to check in for the Tigers.
Jalen McGraw. I'm sorry,
He's
McGarrah.
in and out.
Jalen McGarrah picked up the foul over there.
Zeke checks in for Caleb Barnes.
All right, David Adams at the line. Second one's up, and it is good. Pushes the Waynesville Tiger lead to 6. Tigers pick up a little full court pressure. Kickapoo gets it across. Tigers moving around very aggressive down here on the defense.
Well, they're stretching that zone defense out as far as it needs to go with Cavalier and Reese up top.
Free ball from the outside is good. That's going to fall for number 30. That's going to be Wallen. Cuts the Tiger lead to 3. Cavalier resets the offense for the Tigers. Gunnar Reese now. Tigers move the ball around, top of the screen. David Adams now, drive, kicked back out. Carson Cavalier thinks about the 3. He's going to drive now, and we're going to get a reach-in foul there.
From behind.
That's going to be number 10 for Kickapoo. That's going to be Elijah Bridgers. His first, but team foul number 4 here in the early going against Kickapoo.
Tanner Simpson checks in for the Tigers. Tajay Stewart's going to get a break.
Inbound comes long up top to Gunnar Reese. Gunnar needing a little help. David Adams comes over, gets the pass. Tigers really spreading the floor down here on offense as Gunnar Reese has it in the corner. Just a little long, no good. And taken away once again by the Tigers. Carson Cavalier, ball tipped and taken in the lane. Down to the other end, no good.
Rebound Reese.
Gunnar Reese fires ahead to Cavalier. Cavalier off the glass for 2.
A little wild and woolly there, Coach. Wild and woolly. It's all right when it turns into 2 points.
Hey, I'll take 2 points all night long on that play. As Kickapoo going to tip the ball out of bounds. Kickapoo just looked at even the Tigers you talked about in this aggressive 2-3 zone. In a zone, but right now just giving Kickapoo fits right now. That aggressive defense the Tigers are throwing at him. Kickapoo doesn't seem to have a great answer for this right now.
Well, they're having different. Oh, nice pass. Oh, my. They're going to get the foul there. I thought it was a quick foul. Thought they might get the foul in the shot there as David was going up.
Thought they would too. That's going to be on McGarrah, and that's going to be his second. Team foul number 5.
Cavalier for 3. Oh,
in and out, no good. Going to be rebounded there by Wallen. Wallen Brings it down to the other end as we're under a minute left to play here in first quarter action. Long pass across, high. Wallen pulls it down, but almost threw that one away. Pass inside, not there. Kicked outside. 3 ball goes up from the outside. In and out, no good. Ball's loose, picked up underneath.
They're going to get a foul underneath.
Think they're going to get Tanner Simpson, but there were 2 Tigers
there were a
right
couple
there.
Tigers
I'm not
there.
sure.
It is going to be on Tanner.
So that's going to put number 25, Luke Redmond, at the line. He'll shoot 2 here with the Tigers leading by 5. 30 seconds left to play here in first quarter action. It's up, and it is no good. Second one won't go either.
Whoa.
Rebounded by Kickapoo, though.
Nice shove in the back there by the Chiefs to get that rebound. Zeke just got shoved totally underneath the glass. Ooh.
Ball almost tipped
Little
away
lob
right
pass
there.
was just about.
Long 3-pointer won't go. Carson Cavalier comes down to the other end, gives off to Simpson. Cavalier for 3. Won't
Good
go.
rebound by Rogers. Oh, when he gets it stolen away. And that's going to bring us to the end of the exciting quarter number 1. The Tigers up 12-7. And Matt, into quarter number 1, you know what that means? It's time for
a TTSN Sports
it's time
Update.
For a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the TigerTV Facebook page. TigerTV Facebook for all the news that is news right here in Tigertown. And Matt, we have a major sports announcement for this.
I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge of my
Sports
TTSN
Update.
brand stool.
We have, I'm sitting with Tim Wallace, the incomparable one, tonight. We have our first inductee in the TTSN Sports Hall of Fame.
Wow. I
And
didn't
we're
know
getting
we were
ready to
going to
make
do this early.
This is a surprise for you.
Wow.
Our first inductee is one of our colleagues who will be leaving us off the TTSN Sports Network and moving on to bigger and brighter future. And Travis Bohr is going to enter the TTSN Sports Hall of Fame, and we want to congratulate Travis on becoming the new head principal at Dixon High School. And if TTSN ever starts broadcasting from over in Dixon, I'm sure that Travis is going to be able to just jump right in and probably do that along with his new duties as principal at Dixon. But we want to send out a big congratulations to Travis. And not only on his new job as principal at Dixon, but his induction into the TTSN Sports Hall of Fame.
Well, I don't know which one of those pieces is actually bigger news, but both broken live here on TTSN. What a treat for our viewers. All right, the Tigers have the ball back. Tanner Simpson looks at the 3, brings it down. Now Cavalier out front resets the offense for the Tigers. Cavalier drives, kicked up. Oh, ball loose inside. Tanner Simpson gets it back. Carson Cavalier wide open for a 3, and you better not leave him wide open.
Nope, because it's going to count for 3 if you do.
I don't think TTSN Sports Hall of Famer Travis Bohr would like how you just keep hitting me.
It's the excitement of the evening. Long weekend here in Tiger Town.
All right, Kickapoo working it around, tipped away there, but able to corral it back. The Tigers just doing a fantastic job underneath.
Nice board there, Caleb Barnes. Sheen Butler Lawson on the court now for the Tigers.
Kicked outside, Tanner Simpson puts up the three.
And it's good.
Put it on the board. And the Tigers push the lead here with 6:12 left to play in the first half. Push the lead to 9, is leading 18-9. Tigers tip it away there. Kickapoo able to corral it once more. Wow, Tiger just suffocating defense down here for the Waynesville Tigers.
The key to this, nice block there by Tanner Simpson. Got a hand on that ball coming up from the side.
Caleb Barnes underneath picks up the rebound once again.
That ball got that deep. I thought that was a 2 for sure. Nice job defensively.
Carson Cavalier a little too far that time. Sheen gives that a great effort right there.
He does.
Sam Wallen checking back into the game for the Kickapoo Chiefs.
What this Tiger defense has done to Kickapoo is, if you watch just the way they're moving the ball, they're passing. How many of those passes are lobs instead of just a straight swing the ball around pass?
Right.
It slows everything down. It just takes all the rhythm away from the offense.
They're going to get Tanner Simpson with the foul called there, so that's going to be number 2. Looks like Tajay Stewart waiting to check back in for the Waynesville Tigers. Well, and I'm sure that Coach Pills has watched every tape out there on it, and definitely recognize that pressure defense has to give Kickapoo problems. I know Coach Pills puts hours and hours in on tape and breaking down games and things of that nature, but just fantastic game plan here in the first half, because everything Coach Pills has thrown at him, Kickapoo's had no answer for right now.
Tajay going after that loose rebound, and they're going to say he stepped on the end line, so the ball will go back to Kickapoo.
Wallen now pushes it back, gives it back up top to Wallen. Wallen drives, kicked underneath, goes up again, and wow, I thought that was clean. I think they're going to get Sheen Butler Lawson, but wow.
They're going to Tajay
They're going to get Tajay.
Outside official all the way back here at the back makes that call. Official right there on the plate.
Right. His first free throw won't go for number 3, David Sin.
Shaq Fergees checks in for the Tigers.
Shaq just a freshman, but you talk about a three-point shooter. We've seen Shaq come up very big for the Tigers.
You've been down here to watch that JV game. Folks, you've just seen Shaq lighting it up during that JV game. So he got a couple quarters in the sub-varsity game.
Turnaround jumper's going to go for Wallen. Cuts the Waynesville Tiger lead to 5. For Geest, a long 3.
And it's good.
And it's good. We've seen Shaq all season long with that 3 ball. You can't leave him any more open than you leave Carson Cavalier and expect to get away with it. Tiger drive.
That's gonna.
Wow.
No, they're gonna say he stepped out of bounds. before the contact.
He also dipped the shoulder as he, wow.
Yeah, Tanner had nice position on that, but he stepped out before he got to Tanner. But Tanner took that blow for nothing, but the Tigers do have the ball.
Right. Coach Pills wants a timeout. Looking none too pleased right now. Got to think a little bit of that unhappiness is with some of the physical play going on underneath the rim down here against the Tigers.
Well, we've had some substitutions and getting some changes. I think he's just getting everybody in the positions they're supposed to be in with the personnel on the floor.
All right, so the Tigers inbound. David Adams brings the ball across half court, gives to Vergis. 3:41 left here in the second quarter. Tigers lead 21-13. Kind of a different group than we're used to seeing on the floor for the Tigers right now.
That timeout was right there.
David Adams puts up the three ball. A little long, won't go, but underneath, perfect position right there. Sheen Butler Lawson, pass right there. We're going to have a kick ball.
Gunnar Reese checking in for the Tigers.
Sheen Butler Lawson takes a seat. All right, David Adams directing the offense from up top. Gives over. Shaq Vergis now. Gives off to Gunnar Reese. Back outside to Zeke. Tigers working around in that upper corner right now, and now going to reset again. David Adams pulls the ball out. Gunnar Reese. Shaq Vergis, long three.
And it's good.
Put it on the board, baby.
Tigers very patient on that offense that time down the floor.
Well, they absolutely were. You saw how many times they worked that ball around, and Shaq sets up behind his own guy, but way outside, but he has that clearance, the room to set the feet and hit that shot in the flow of the game.
Nice job of the Tigers as they triple team the post walling for Kickapoo that trip down. Kickapoo has extended that defense out on Shaq a little bit.
Shaq gives off to David Adams. David, drive, push back.
And we're going to get a foul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hands all over Gunnar Reese right there.
Yeah, Gunnar makes that little dip into the lane. When he does that, kind of throws Kickapoo defense off a little bit. Be the 16th foul on the Kickapoo Chiefs.
Going to be the first.
Cavalier back in the game.
First foul on Micah McIntyre for Kickapoo. But as you said, 16th foul, so the next foul is going to put the Tigers in the 1-and-1 opportunity. And you talked about coming out to pick up the defense, and David Adams.
Oh, we're going to get an offensive foul on David there after he dishes the ball out.
You see how far out Kickapoo is coming out to guard. It's going to leave those drives open right there. You saw David kick that out, even though the foul was called. Vergis lets that go from way outside, and again, nothing but net on the shot.
Caleb Barnes checks in the game for Adams. Kickapoo just dribbles it, loses the hand on it, goes out of bounds.
It's going to be Magera.
Back with the Tigers.
Number 2 Magera over there on that sideline right in front of the Tigers bench, just unable to keep a handle on it, goes out of bounds, and Tiger ball once more.
Adams back in the game. He's going to run the point here for the Tigers.
Adams drives in, gonna back it back out. Kickapoo's gonna guard us at half court. There's gonna be some stuff open underneath.
Yeah, and the Tigers are being real patient here as we're getting to the 1 minute mark left here in the half.
Well, I'm sure the Tigers not afraid to just run some time off the clock right here. You're getting under a minute to go here in the first half. Holding an 11-point lead on the Kickapoo Chiefs right now. All the way across. And the Tigers backing it out. Looks like they want to play for that last shot.
Yeah. And to Tajay Stewart. As they really just put the Chiefs defense to sleep right there, and Tajay's able to come in from the corner.
Sneaks right back door with it there. Bridgers at the other end is able to pick up two. Long shot won't go, and that brings us to the end of the first half.
Tigers are up 26-15 over the Kickapoo Chiefs. And Matt, we've got the dance team coming up for your entertainment at half. Senior night for these girls. You'll want to sit back and enjoy them, and we'll be back for second half action in about 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back here at Waynesville High School for second half action. The Waynesville Tigers and the Springfield Kickapoo Chiefs. Tigers up 26-15. Matt, what I'm taking out of this first half is that big fat 15 points up there by the Kickapoo Chiefs. Tigers have played some outstanding defense this first half against Kickapoo.
Absolutely. Coach Chris Pills came out with a game plan out of this world. We saw the Tigers in an aggressive zone that Kickapoo didn't know what to do with. We saw weak passes. We saw the ball being thrown out of bounds.
Stewart straight from the free throw line into the lane into the basket for two.
The Kickapoo Chiefs had no answers against a very tough Tigers defense. As you see the Tigers come out and immediately pick right back up in that full court pressure here to open the second half.
They forced the Chiefs so far from their own basket.
Absolutely.
Each trip down on offense.
Ball's going to go up from the outside. No good. Ball's loose underneath. Rebounded by Kickapoo. Going to get Caleb Barnes with the call there. So it's going to be the first foul on Caleb Barnes, first team foul here to open the second half. Free throw is no good. Rebound comes to Carson Cavalier, and like a lightning bolt at the other end, he comes. Now the Tigers working it around on the offensive end. Carson Cavalier with the ball up front.
Into Stewart again. Wow. 2 trips down.
Wow.
2 trips at the rim for Tajay.
Tajay reaches back with the left hand to catch that pass. Right up it goes. Kickapoo working it around. Almost loses the handle on it right there. Goes inside. A little jumper in the lane. No good. Rebound goes to David Adams. Ooh, Gunnery's thought about the 3 right there. Definitely looks like Kickapoo knows about Gunner's three-point shooting ability because they have been on him out front all night long.
Right now, I don't think the Tigers are surprising anybody with their ability to shoot the 3 by multiple players.
David Adams now dribbles up top, brings it over to Tajay Stewart.
Oh, they're going to get Tajay with the offensive foul after he dished the ball out.
Want to send a big hello out to one of our longtime viewers, Mr. Scott Kempen, checking in with us tonight here at TTSN.
Folks, we haven't had anybody, that many people check in. We haven't had anybody from out of state. If you're watching us from out of state and might get us a new pin on our map, we'd love to hear from you.
Give us your thoughts. Ball bounces inside. That's going to be off the glass for David Sin. You want to leave your comment there, leave a little memory of Travis Bohr here at TTSN.
Oh, they're going to get David Adams the foul. It's going to be David's second.
I almost feel like we should have a little Travis Bohr TTSN Sports montage built up for this.
I think Tim Wallace is trying to put that together for next Thursday night when we're back on the air.
Which will be our final broadcast of the season next week. Seems like we just sat down for our first football broadcast, get through volleyball, football, and basketball season, boys and girls, and it's almost time to break out the shorts and get out there for track, Coach.
Another week.
Sin once again off the glass inside. It's going to cut the Waynesville lead to 9 here with just about 5 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. Long 3 won't go that time for Carson.
Oh, they're going to get a foul. Zeke Rogers was pulling that ball down with both hands, and then all of a sudden one of his arms got yanked away.
That's going to be on Sin, his first. Team foul number 1 for Kickapoo.
Cavalier Oh, at the end, he uses all that rim to get that ball to fall. Cavaliers are leading scorer at half with 11 points.
All the way down the lane.
Won't
go.
With the miss.
David Adams pulls it out for the Tiger offense. Up top, once again, we see here very patient. Put it on the board.
Rogers for three.
For Zeke. Tigers very patient on the offensive end tonight, not rushing to push it in and get that quick shot or even throw up a bad shot, but very patient, working it around, getting that open, clean look, and then just converting when they have the open look.
Ooh, ball. We're going to get a travel, yeah. That pass makes it all the way through, about 4 players.
Bridger's called with the pass there as we see Caleb Barnes, number 13, checking back into the game for the Waynesville Tigers. David Adams inbounds to Carson Cavalier, and here come the Tigers again. Caleb Barnes. Bounce back outside to Cavalier. Out.
They're going to get Cavalier with the travel.
My problem with that call is that Cavalier didn't go to the ground of his own accord.
Well, I think he was losing his balance. There was a little bit of contact.
Well, that elbow from Kickapoo really helped him to the ground.
Didn't hurt.
Well, it did look like it hurt to me. That Kickapoo player elbows you to the ground, Coach, that's going to hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Zeke Rogers
gets a hand on it.
Caleb Barnes with a hand on that one and takes it away. Kickapoo once more, as we saw there at the end of the first half, really bringing that defense outside against the Waynesville Tigers. Ball comes across Zeke Rogers. Down into the corner with Cavalier. Cavalier looks inside. Now Cavalier looks to drive. Give back to Rogers. Oh, off of Rogers, but back in Carson's hands. Rogers with the drive, and he's going to be fouled.
He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's going to be number 3, David Sin, and I believe that's going to be 2 on Sin. That'll put Zeke at the line to shoot 2, but we're going to have a timeout.
Yeah, we're going to get a timeout. The Tigers are up 35-21 here, 2:11 left in the third quarter.
Checking into the game is going to be number 5, Micah McIntyre, coming out of this timeout for the Kickapoo Chiefs. But, Mike, we sit here and look here. We're getting deep in the third quarter. Waynesville leading by 14. Kickapoo doesn't seem to have found an answer for this Tiger defense to come out here in the second half.
No, and they're still having a difficult time. They're trying to work the ball inside against this Tiger defense, but the problem is with the pressure the Tigers are putting on out front, having a difficult time getting that direct pass inside.
All right, so we're just about set. First horn there, ready to go back to action. All right, Zeke at the line. And it goes. Pushes the Waynesville Tiger lead to 15 points here with just over 2 minutes left to play in the third. Zeke really working the front end of that press. Ball almost gets away from Kickapoo again. And going to get David Adams.
Wow, David was standing there first.
Well, he was.
He did kind of reach over. But
it looked like David would now. I think David thought he had a real good shot at the ball, but I think they're getting the reach right there on Adams. Now, the bad thing is that is going to be the third foul on David Adams. So he's going to have to take a seat. Tanner Simpson into the game for the Waynesville Tigers. Wow, that is as touchy of a call as I've seen all night long.
Yeah.
They're going to get Zeke Rogers.
I wasn't even sure that was Zeke that they were going to call that on.
Bounce pass inside, and a swarm of Tigers is there. Kickapoo right here, I mean.
Nice job by Tanner Simpson.
Right
Help
there.
side
Wow.
defense on the post. And they just kind of lob that pass in. Tanner's able just to step right in and get it. Zeke with a three on the other end. That's the killer right now, is you've got the Tigers picking up those easy baskets like that, and Kickapoo working their tail off down here trying to get a look at the hole.
Oh, Coach Pills believes that was a 10-second call right there.
Yes, he did.
And I'm not sure he's wrong. Tigers really making it hard, as you mentioned, just having to work for every pass down here on the offensive end are the Chiefs, and there's nowhere to go. Three ball goes up from the outside, not there. Rebound comes to Caleb Barnes, and the Tigers are going to bring it down. Looks like they'll play for the last shot.
Cavalier with the three. It's going to be off, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. The Tigers up 39-21.
I know what that makes it time for.
Chiefs. What's that make it time for?
TTSN Sports
It's time
Update.
for a TTSN Sports Update. This TTSN Sports Update brought to you by the Tiger TV Facebook page. Tiger TV Facebook for all the news. It is news right here in Tiger Town.
I know who it is.
Okay.
I know who it is.
Okay.
On a night like tonight, it has to be the inaugural TTSN Hall of Famer, Travis Board.
You're exactly right. He is the guy that likes and loves the Tiger TV Facebook page. Matt, we got a lot of sports to talk about here after that huge announcement during the first half. First thing we want to touch on is we got wrestlers up at the state wrestling meet right now. We're got some feelers out to get results. We don't know exactly where everybody stands right at this point, but you can get online and try to look some of that stuff up. We want to wish Coach Smith and all the boys up there the best of luck. Next thing we want to touch on is next week, Thursday night, the boys play Rolla. We're right back here on the TTSN Sports Network. The following week, the girls go to Joplin on Monday. The following week is districts. Seedings come out. Our boys are seeded number 1 at districts in Willard. The girls are seeded number 2. The girls will kick off action Monday night at 7:30 as they will take on Willard. The boys will kick off their action Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. They will take on the winner of the Camdenton Springfield Central game. From there, it shoots all the way to Friday night. We pick up a couple wins right there. The championship games are on Friday night in Willard. The girls will be at 6. Boys will be at 7:30.
All right. All right, Tigers back to action. Cavalier brings it down on a fast break, but ball tipped away and it's going to turn over to the Kickapoo Chiefs. So the Tigers back defensive end where they have excelled all night long, holding Kickapoo to only 6 points in that third quarter. What a tremendous effort by the Tigers. 3 balls going to go there for Kickapoo, number 22, Tanner Otting. And we're going to have a foul right there on number 5. I believe that's going to be Micah McIntyre. It's going to be his second.
Nice pass into Simpson for an easy 2. Nice little fake there, trying to pick the 3-point play up there, Matt.
Three ball goes up from the outside, no good, loose inside.
That's going to be a travel.
Yep. I was going to say pulled down by Wallen right there, but a little shuffle step on the rebound, and that turnover is going to go to the Waynesville Tigers. A little pressure now being applied here by the Kickapoo Chiefs. Quickly pass down the floor, and wow! The long
take it to the rim
right there by Tajay Stewart.
Just take it to the rim. Kickapoo just throws the ball out of bounds. A nice little trap out front. Zeke at that long reach, trying to get around Zeke. They just throw the ball out of bounds.
Zeke really been a big part of the defense tonight. When you look at it, running the nose of the press down here, really causing a lot of havoc in the front court for the Kickapoo Chiefs tonight. Tremendous effort by Zeke Rogers. And that's, oh, as the ball goes up,
there's going to be a travel.
I was going to say, it had to be something.
I think the ref was kind of surprised the way that play all kind of played out.
Well, I was a little surprised way over here. He's about 2 feet away. I imagine that was a little more surprising that close.
Nice play by Carson Cavalier not to get a back court call there.
Tanner Simpson now with the drive, kicks back. 3 ball.
Cavalier for
Carson
3.
Cavalier. Now the Tigers push the lead 46-24. Bounce pass inside to Wallen. Wallen puts it off the glass for 2. Cuts the Waynesville Tiger lead to 20. David Adams gets, wow. David Adams has his legs just swiped out from underneath him. I'm just glad David's okay right there. He pops right back up.
Gunnar Reese checking in for the Tigers.
That's going to be the 3rd foul on number 20, Colton Giefer. Tigers inbound, Gunnar Reese quickly down the floor, long pass, find Tajay Stewart at the other end. Oh, nice little
play by Tanner, and he's going to be fouled.
Gunnar Reese right there sets all that up with the little bounce pass right there. Just an outstanding offensive play for the Tigers, and it's going to send Tanner to the line to the chance to make the conventional 3-point play. As we see David Sin, number 3, the big guy for Kickapoo, checking back into the game. That foul was called on number 25, Luke Rebman. Simpson no good on that one. Rebound's going to come to Kickapoo. Give to McGarrett. McGarrett looks inside to drive. Not there. Pull-up jumper outside. No good off the glass. Tajay Stewart with the rebound. And here he comes down the floor. Looking for Vergeest in the corner right there. Bounce pass picked up by Kickapoo.
Steal by Shaq. Pass to Simpson. Wow. What a pass by Shaq Verghese. Woo.
Little jumper in the lane, no good. Rebound comes to Stewart. So we're 4 minutes and 15 seconds left here in this game, Coach Rawlings. Tigers leading 50-26.
Tanner Simpson's going to be fouled. The Tigers spread the floor there. They spread the floor right there to attack the basket.
That's going to be on Wallen. Wallen just his first, but it's going to be the 6th team foul. So every foul from here on out, the Tigers are going to get a free throw.
Zeke checking back in for Shaq.
Tigers get it in safely, go way back court, make sure they get that ball inbounded, and Gunnar Rees brings it across. Gunnar Rees, a little crossover move underneath Tajay Stewart.
Tajay's going, wait a minute, they just slapped me in the arm.
A little slow on the whistle
well,
there.
I believe that's ball goes through the hoop, we don't hear a whistle.
Right, I think you're right.
I think it was as simple as that. At this point in the game, Tajay a little long on that free throw.
You know, we had talked a little bit about Kickapoo being a little down this year, but not this down. And credit that to the Tiger defense here tonight. They have just absolutely shut Kickapoo down offensively. So jumper goes, that very long shot, but even that shot, hand in the face.
The Gunner is all over him.
Contested. And that's Kickapoo has not had open looks anywhere on the floor tonight. Pass inside.
Pass into Stewart. That one's going to be good.
McGarrett in the lane, dribbles, kicks back outside. 3 ball goes up from the outside, no good.
And that's going to be a foul. Nice job by Tajay.
That's going to be on Sin.
Tajay with good body position there going for that rebound.
They did not put that up, but I believe that's the 3rd foul on Sin. No, I'm sorry, it's the 4th foul on Sin. So that's going to put Tajay shooting the one-on-one, 1-and-1 at the other end. Doesn't go. Rebound's going to come to number 22, Tanner Otting, and the Kickapoo Chiefs. Quickly down the floor, put up a rush shot. Otting no good. Rebound comes to Zeke Rogers, and here come the Waynesville Tigers in no hurry right now. Work the ball around. We've seen them do this all night long. Work it around, find the open shot, take the good shot and the good shot only. Gunnar Rees across the court. Ball's going to be tipped out of bounds, staying with the Waynesville Tigers. As we're going to see number 10, Elijah Bridgers, and number 25, Luke Redmond, checking back into the game for the Kickapoo Chiefs.
Gunnar drives all the way in.
Wow. Nice move right there by Gunnar.
Kickapoo loses the handle. David comes out. Wow. David comes out of there with the ball. And there's going to be a block. Well, Zeke will go to the line to shoot 2. Matt, while Zeke goes to the line, we're going to give a shout out to our production team tonight under the direction of the incomparable one.
The illustrious one.
And the illuminal Tim Wallace. You know, Matt, we just show up and sit down, put the headsets on, and talk about what we see. These kids and Tim do all the work, get everything set up, and bring you all the great shots at home and everything that's going on. Our kids tonight working the game tonight. We have Garrett and Deshaun, Christian, John, and Glory, once again under the direction of the incomparable Tim Wallace.
Just an outstanding job these students do here. What a program, and how blessed are we here at Waynesville High School to have programs like this. Not many schools in our area have this capability, have this opportunity for students. And as we come close to the end of another season here in TTSN, as we've broadcast all the way back since football, it's crazy how time flies.
We're at 140 here in the ball game. The Tigers bring it down.
Sheen Butler Lawson with a hustle and a steal right there.
The Tigers are going to spread the floor, still looking to score.
So there's 1:20 left here in this game. Tanner Simpson with the ball up top.
Matt, we talk about our last broadcast. It's going to be Thursday night. Adams out to Rogers. He hits the three. It's not just our last broadcast. We got the Rolla Bulldogs coming to town, Matt. Tigers played them earlier in the year. Took a 4-point loss in the championship game of the St. James tournament. We were at that game.
Yeah,
Tigers, far from their best performance in the first half, came out and played a tremendous second half. Got that game within 3 a couple times. I believe it was as close as they got it. But I'm going to tell you something. I've talked to some of these guys. They've been thinking about Rolla ever since that night. And, folks, you're going to want to come down here and see that game, if at all possible. If you can't, join us right here on the TTSN Sports Network. But I look for next Thursday night to be an absolute battle.
Yeah, I absolutely. And you're going to get a chance to see one of the better players that I've seen in the Ozark Conference this year with Rolla. Pritchard over there. One of the best all-around basketball players in the Ozark Conference I've seen. And as you said, I think it's going to be an absolute battle here next Thursday night. I think we could go tit for tat in the lead from the tip.
And I think this place will be pretty full because I think Rolla's going to bring a whole boatload of people down here.
Well, we saw, and they had a big crowd at St. James. Of course, St. James just a short trip for Rolla over there.
Well, we had a big crowd that night on a Saturday night in St. James, and it was intense in that gym.
So we need to send a quick shout out. Former Fan of the Year Colin Long checking in with us.
That's right, and we're going to be announcing on Thursday night our Fan of the Year this year.
The 2017-2018 Fan of the Year. Won't want to miss that here next Thursday night. And that's going to bring us to the end of the game, Coach.
Tigers pull out 58-29 victory over the Kickapoo Chiefs. Matt, let's go back and say it one more time. It's the first conference victory the Tigers have ever had over Kickapoo, and it was a solid victory tonight for the Tigers. We want to remind you once again, we're going to be back on the air Thursday night next week. You know, usually a girls' night. Going into districts, they're going to move that game, get that game played a little bit early so both teams can prepare for districts. We want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We hope everybody out there has a great weekend. For Matt Johnson, I'm Mike Rawlings, and we will see you back on the air Thursday night.